And I'm joined in studio now by two executives with Singlepoint Incorporated, S-I-N-G is their stock symbol. To my far left is Mr. Will Ralston. He's the president of the company. Will, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having us on, Don.
And of course, the CEO, Greg Lambrick. Always a pleasure, Greg.
Hey, thanks, Don.
The last time we had you guys here in Los Angeles, we were at the cannabis dispensary. We did the program on location, but a lot has happened with the company since then. Why don't you fill us in?
Well, I tell you what. So we did a shoot with Kevin Harrington, and he's with Shark Tank, and you know him. I know that for sure. But anyway, we've got the shoot done. We're editing now, and we're very excited about doing a national TV ad, which is going to show people how to download coins to their mobile wallet. So that's one of the exciting things that we're working on right now.
Well, that's kind of a first, Greg, because we're hearing about Bitcoin. Everybody's talking about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, blockchain. This is the biggest subject in the markets right now, but no one's actually showing people how to do it, and you're the first.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what we were thinking, is that we were going to spend the time and energy and money to do a national TV ad, which is not cheap, to be the first mover, so we would get as many customers to download coins to their phone. And at that point, we want to go to retailers, including particular cannabis stores, and say, hey, we have 5 million, 10 million, 50 million customers that have downloaded our app to their phone, and this is why you should accept it.
Well, Will, when last time you were in town, we actually did a demonstration at the cannabis dispensary of a purchase of cannabis using your app. And now, is the app basically almost ready to be released to the public, or has it already been released to the public?
Yeah, so it's getting very close. We are tying up a lot of loose ends right now, and actually part of us being out here in California is doing just that. We're working with a couple people out here to create that last mile and really tie it all together so that we have a full end-to-end experience where a consumer can actually acquire coins, put them in their wallet that we've developed, and then actually go to the merchant, and the merchant can easily accept them. So it's a full circle.
Well, it's kind of interesting because this is really a natural evolution for your company, Greg, as you were a mobile payments company to begin with, and you've ventured off into this space, which is obviously in California a very lucrative space.
Yeah, and as you know, and the shareholders know, we are actively doing a lot of acquisition and funding of a lot of cannabis companies, but the app that we're doing for the coins is we're doing this all in-house. That's our in-house strategy. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're mobile payments or merchant processor company. So it's perfect for us to develop this product and be the first one out there to do it.
Well, a couple, 3 weeks ago, Jeff Sessions woke up, turned to his wife and said, watch me do this to cannabis stocks this week. And he made a few comments that affected cannabis stocks. Bitcoin has been extraordinarily volatile the last 60 days. It's affected companies that are involved in Bitcoin. What's your take on how it's affected your company?
Well, we're in both of those verticals, so I think it has affected our company. But the good news is it's going to affect us in a positive way in a short time as well.
Well, it's kind of interesting because as a public company, you'd like a company to be tied to the commodity that you're dealing with. And if the commodity goes up, your stock price goes up appreciably. You can look at the aircraft industry. When the aircraft industry has a boom, so to speak, Boeing stocks go up. When the oil business has a boom and prices go up, Exxon stocks go up. So it's actually kind of a good position to be in.
Yeah, well, it's kind of reassuring to know that we've gotten to the level where we can look at something like this and figure out what's going on with the stock.
Well, we've always said, guys, whenever you guys are in California to visit us here on MoneyTV, something's going on. Someone asks you, what's going on?
Well, today we're out here actually visiting a land opportunity in the cannabis industry. So we'll be out working on negotiating that deal, taking a look at the facilities, and also wrapping up potentially the LOI that we announced last week to acquire a company called Bitcoin Beyond. So we'll be meeting with them as well. So those are our two meetings that we're out here for this week, and we're hoping to finish some negotiations.
So from the land perspective, are we talking about growing the product actually? Is that the direction you're headed in?
Yeah, so this land opportunity, we would actually be acquiring the land that's licensed to grow cannabis, and then we would have licensed cannabis businesses come in and grow on that land.
So you would be functioning basically as a landlord, so to speak. You're still not touching the plant.
Landlord,
exactly, and that's our strategy. In fact, just to expand upon that, we're looking at 4 deals right now. One's in California, one's in Nevada, Las Vegas, and Colorado, and all of them are owning the land, which gets us into the cannabis business, but we're still not touching the plant.
Interesting, interesting.
Yeah.
So when you're meeting with these landowners, that's what basically you're talking about. You're going to bring on almost like a cannabis mall, as it were, on that land that you'd be acquiring, and you're acting simply as a landlord.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's perfect for what we're trying to do.
And then you hope that all of these guys be using your app, of course.
Well, in all the other products that we have, whether it's app or solar, we're going to, have an in with the companies that we've funded or acquired. Quite frankly, some of the valuations of these growers are so high. Certainly, if they wanted to sell in the next year or two, we would be a part of that sale.
Singlepoint Incorporated, SING is their stock symbol. Guys, exciting. Thanks so much.
Thank you, and go sing.
Thanks, Don.